Hey folks, it's Drift. Jared here, checking in with the Devlog. We've been busy since the fall. We did the Synthfest UK show in Sheffield. We did Machina Brastronica in Bristol. Special thanks to Cuckoo for coming by and making a video. Also, Sonic State came by and shot a video. Great talking to them as well. So after those shows, we came back to Chicago and got busy on the manufacturing side, turning our 3D model here into actual parts. This is kind of cool. You can see you can basically see how Zero is put together. So we have our back piece, we have our battery mounts, the actual battery itself, and then these two parts here, the face and the piano keys, everything. These two parts are heat staked together. This process is cool. They take these four little posts that stick out of the back here, like right here, and they plug in a transducer to it, right? It's like a speaker that plays a specific frequency tone that melts the plastic together, right? So these two parts come out of the mold separately. And then there's just a steel pen that touches that and starts vibrating at like, tens of kilohertz and just melts those two parts together so that they are then fused into one part. That's how we're pulling off this two-piece assembly here. So then our model gets turned into an injection mold. I just love this part. So this machine here it's about the size of a Sprinter van. It's just a giant hydraulic ram that compresses two chunks of steel together. So they're right here. This chunk of steel, it's about the size of a big school lunchbox. Two halves of steel get pressed together, and then a bunch of molten plastic gets squirted in there, and out pops a Zero. In this case, actually, out pops I believe a dog toy. How great is that? You can see this is sort of a side shot of a similar mold to what we were just looking at. This mold specifically is for the knobs and the little fader caps. So basically we shoot 4 knobs and 4 fader caps on a little sprue, just like an old school like tester's model kit. Quote is 10 to 12 weeks until we have the first shot of plastic parts. Updates will happen here during that process. Yeah, next up is PCB manufacturing. So this is an overhead shot of our circuit board. You can see, RAM, processor, hard drive, and then all of the, mechanicals, right? All the encoders and stuff. This is our output. These are our DACs. This is our ADC, battery charger, etc. There's a couple tweaks we'll make. We're adding some ESD protection on the ports, that kind of stuff. We're going to do a short run of those before production. Those boards go to the compliance shop that uses one of these electrical torture devices that tries to destroy your board. They basically try to blow it up. The timeline for manufacturing runs about parallel to the timeline for the circuit board production. Both of those have a target date in April. Updates here as things progress. So aside from the manufacturing, there's been a lot of work in the software over the winter. It's been a busy winter for software. We finished the infrastructure work for the USB host mode. There will be more on that as the UI develops, but it's pretty exciting stuff. Things like hosting thumb drives, hosting external hard drives, hosting audio interfaces. In all those cases, we're sending power out of Zero into whatever device you plug in. So, if you want, you could even charge your phone from the internal battery. There will be more data on the USB. There's a whole lot to get into in the USB, including the MIDI implementation, all the class compliance stuff, compatibility with DAWs, compatibility with external devices like microphones. The infrastructure's in place for all of that. Updates are coming as we develop the UI. After the host mode, we brought up a new build system. For all my fellow DevOps nerds out there, it's a Docker container that compiles a custom Linux distribution, including bootloader, mainline Linux kernel, and a root file system. If anybody's curious about that, drop into the Discord. We can talk further about it, but I'm assuming that's going to remain my own personal obsession. So that's a picture of our winter. The next few months are really exciting. Now that we've got manufacturing kind of on the rails, we get to spend a lot more effort on the software side, and that's where things start to get really exciting. So stay tuned for updates there. As we flesh out the UI, we can then begin demoing all of the full performance features we got cooking. So stay tuned. Jump into the Discord if you have questions. Follow us here. Follow us on Instagram. We're also doing a mini devlog on Blue Sky if you want to check us out there. Thanks, everybody.